Hello and welcome back with another Star Trek Discovery episode review. Today we're going to talk about the recently just been released episode 3, the Context for Kings. So, Context is for Kings. As we all assumed, this episode actually takes place a little bit later from the pilot episode, so it's like 6 months later, and Michael Burnham with few other refugees, actually she's in the ship and she's being transported to a mining colony apparently. Obviously the ship got in trouble with some sort of a space GX-51 specimen species, the helmsman being killed, and mysteriously the Discovery actually appears and saves the shuttle. The first thing that I got really interested about is Michael Burnham's reaction on the others. They basically started to panic and we're gonna die and everything, but she remained calm. I don't know if she actually felt there's someone's coming to rescue them or she actually was just ready to die. But obviously it was a bit confusing because I thought, okay, maybe she knew something that we didn't know, but she didn't know about the whole thing. A little bit later she got suspicious and she actually questioned the captain, why am I here? What am I doing here? And the captain said, you're a valuable asset and I want you in my side in this war and I want to win this war. Obviously we're gonna talk about Captain Lorca a bit later, but the whole story and the whole set as Michael Burnham basically found herself in this ship and facing with the old crewmates, with Saru, with the helmsman from the Shenzhou, and just going through the ship, and everyone really gave her the look, and she was the outsider on the ship. It was really interesting to get the whole feeling of the character and really got to know what she's going through and how she's actually dealing with the situation. I'm really impressed with the writing and how actually her character being portrayed in this episode. She didn't really want to get the chance as well to serve on Discovery, but then Captain Lorca made a really good proposition, and the next episode I'm pretty sure she's gonna be on Discovery's uniform, so she basically really got a second chance from Captain Lorca. It's because of the war, but because Captain Lorca is a badass captain as well. Talking about Captain Lorca is a really interesting character. I was really hyped about his character itself as well, just as I was hyped about Captain Georgiou. Both the captains are really important in terms of the Star Trek mythos, and all the captains are basically being big as well. Obviously this series Discovery based on Michael Burnham, but the two captains so far they've been really impressive. Unfortunately, as I said in the first episode discussion, Captain Georgiou's gone, so we only have Captain Lorca back. So I'm really looking forward to get to know this person more and get to know the others. The other thing that I noticed on Discovery, they are really serious and some of them are a bit of a... Yeah, actually I said that, yes. It feels like because they're in a super secret mission that I have no idea what is it about. Maybe it's a mutagenic virus or biovirus that they want to use against the Klingons. Maybe that will be the reason why the Klingons will actually revert back to the original series look, so there might be connections here, so I'm just saying. The series itself really started to form out as an interesting Star Trek series. We got to see Saru as well back as first officer of the Discovery, and I was really interested to see actually Doug Jones' characters and interacting with Michael Burnham, and although they had a really good friendship in the Shenzhou, in this case even Saru said at the beginning, like, okay, you're a valuable asset, but you're dangerous. And at the end of the episode she actually earned his respect back. So it was really interesting to see that flame basically is still there in between these two characters. So far one of my favorites from the Discovery crew is, apart from Captain Lorca, is Kara Tillich. Was just a really adorable character. It was really interesting to see how was her approach to Michael and how she wanted to make a friend out of her, but then Michael actually said at one point, okay, I don't think I will stick around, so don't try to make friends of me. But obviously that didn't bother her, so she kept on and on and on. At the really beginning of their friendship, let's say, she actually told her, like, okay, I didn't want to work with you because, I had to pretend I'm cool and I wanted to fit in, which is quite interesting because in this case Discovery really feels like, and it really felt like, it's a ship that you will have to fit in and you have to be the cool kid to actually work on Discovery. The interesting fact is Discovery didn't really feel like as a science vessel, as a really proper science vessel, more of a war ship than science vessel. Kind of understandable because of the Klingon War. Having this interesting setup for the ship itself it kind of gave a little Section 31 feeling. As I said from my earlier way back discussions about Star Trek Discovery, as I said, it might be a connection with Section 31.
I can't say I'm surprised. From what we've seen of them, Section 31 is very meticulous in covering its tracks.
Discovery itself, we saw the ship in her full glory. I rarely talk about Starship, but I do like the design. I do find the ship attractive to her age, and it was really interesting actually to see a sister ship right in the third episode. If you remember, we had to wait like a couple of episodes, or quite a few episodes in the Next Generation to actually see another Galaxy-class starship, and not to mention the original series when we also had to wait quite a few episodes to actually see a sister ship on the original series. Obviously there was a ratings that they said, okay, this is not gonna be like bloody and you know, disgusting, but those deformed bodies in the Glen was actually quite disgusting. So I thought, okay, this is a bit too much. Well, but for me, I mean, I don't even watch alien movies because I'm kind of afraid of them. And I guess this is one of the darker side of Discovery. That creature was interesting to actually see in this episode, which I have no idea how or what it is, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some sense out of this creature in the end of the season or during the season. And obviously we've seen a Gorn skeleton as well in this menagerie lab that Captain Lorca had, and it already made quite a big conversation on Twitter. And actually Ted Sullivan released this picture with Jason Gorn, which made me laugh as well. It was actually a nice touch to have this two Gorn finally, you know, joined together. So overall the episode I think was really interesting and it's really good. I mean, watching the first two episodes, I was happy and wasn't happy. I was a bit confused what Star Trek Discovery is. Still there's a couple of questions, but I think episode 3 really gave back a lot of Star Trek elements, and really like the balance between you know, the classic conversational content and you know, you have a little action as well. So overall I think the episode was fantastic. I'm definitely looking forward to get to know more about the ship and get to know more about the characters and get to know more about the situation itself. As we all knew and we all know, this series will heavily concentrate on the Klingon War, well, at least the first season, but mainly Michael Burnham's life, and I'm sure we're gonna get to know more about her. And actually it's a really interesting fact that I said at the beginning as well, and since Discovery came out, I really found of the fact as we're getting to know a personal dilemma in this show. So please let me know your comments on this episode in the comment section below. What was your favorite or least favorite moments in this episode called Context for Kings? As I said, there's gonna be a schedule for the following couple of weeks, as long as Star Trek Discovery and the Orville is in the air. So on Mondays I'm going to have a Discovery reaction video. On Wednesdays still gonna be the character data files. On Fridays gonna be Orville review, and on Sundays there's gonna be one Star Trek topic or other sci-fi topic. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and share the video, and don't forget to subscribe to receive all the geekiness every week. And until next time, live long and prosper.